thank you very much for the lecture today.
Sure.
Can you give us your name, title, organization, and
Sure.
what was discussed?
Sure, I'm an assistant, my name is Sean Wiedel. I'm an assistant commissioner at the Chicago Department of Transportation. And today I presented on Divvy and some of the new opportunities we have with Divvy, but also talking about the context and how cities decide how to roll out bike share, what their bike share system should look like, and how you can make sure that that system is equitable as well. Because I think that's a key consideration with our Divvy for Everyone program. And then the other thing I've talked about today was the city's Vision Zero initiative, which is really about making it safer for people who want to walk, people who want to bike, and people who are driving as well, so that you know, the idea that a crash is not an accident, it's a crash, and there are preventable actions that happened or didn't happen. There are things we could have done to prevent that from happening, but we need to make, for quality of life, and the city, we need to make it safer for people who want to walk, bike, and drive.
Wonderful. Out of all the information you presented today, if there were 2 or maybe 3 key takeaways that you would want to leave us with, what would those be?
I think that, you know, with Divvy in particular, I think that one of the key takeaways is really that, and bike share in general, is that bike share is an ever-evolving field. Transportation is an ever-evolving field. And quite frankly, you know, it's really, even an organization that I'm on the board of called North American Bike Share Association has shifted from just being a bike share organization to being a shared micromobility organization, because there's so many new modes that are coming into cities and operating in cities that provide important ways and easy ways for people to get around without driving a car. But in addition to transit, which is always very important, but having other active ways to get around the city are really important. And then I think, you know, as I mentioned, doing it safely, providing opportunities for people to, and understanding that we all have a role in making the city safer for people who walk, bike, and drive.
Great. Well, you've been on the forefront of a lot of very exciting projects, new projects, things that are haven't been done before, that are really kind of evolving and transforming how we get around.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the most exciting thing happening in mobility and transportation today? And what do you think we'll see in the future that's really going to transform how we get around?
You know, I think the thing that's most exciting to me is all the types of micromobility that are out there. As you know, I probably a year and a half ago, we started, or almost 2 years ago now, we started to see dockless bikes in the city, in the United States, in China at first, and then in the United States, providing opportunities for more people to get around on active modes of transportation by biking. That's evolved, and it's fascinating to see, with all the funding and venture capital funding going into our transportation system, especially micromobility. You know, we're going from scooters, but then what's next is, you know, there's electric skateboards, there's hoverboards, there's all these other things, and kind of watching how quickly the industry is changing from something where essentially docked bike share was really, for the first, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, that was what you did. And now in the last 3 or 4 years, there's so many other options and opportunities out there that that make it easy for people to get around.
Wonderful, yes. A lot of things are changing fast.
Yep.
Now for the most important question, what is your favorite mode of transportation?
My favorite mode of transportation is biking, and it's you know, we just came out of, I think, 3 or 4 different polar vortices this year, and I usually put my bike away for the winter because I'm old and decrepit and I don't want to fall on ice, and because, you know, and I have a transit line running through my backyard. So I take advantage of that in every opportunity that I can, but I would say biking is my favorite mode of transportation. And then electric vehicles are pretty cool too.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.